I've had mentors that have been of great help to me. Part of their job was, when I first came to Toastmasters and did not know what I was doing, was to get me acclimated into the club environment, which is a really, really good thing to do. Because who wants to be part of a club if they don't really know what's going on? They're going to feel like an outsider. We want people to feel like they're insider, inclusive and not exclusive. So real quickly, I'm going to ask Thomas, because I see him raise his hand, can you share a quick story of a person that you were either mentored by or someone you mentor, and what advantages they received from that interaction?
I had a scoutmaster when I was younger, and I think he was probably one of the best individuals I've ever known. He was just very wonderful. And when you first move up into Scouts, in the actual Boy Scouts from Cub Scouts, you're still fairly young, 11 or 12. And you got boys there that are 18, which at that time is a huge difference. But he was very clever and very warm in putting you with an older boy that he felt would take care of you and share his experience with you when you go, let's say, your first camp out with the troop, or you do any of those activities. And he made very sure that, based on sort of your personality and your type, that he would put you with the right group so you would feel more comfortable. So he was extremely good at dealing with people and bringing them up.
Thank you very much for sharing that story. And I appreciate that, because sometimes you pick on a person at the last minute and they tap up and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't tell that story. Thank you for sharing that. Very good example of a mentor and how it can be an advantage. Soon, our club too will be assigning mentors to each new member that comes into the club. You can be a mentor for a new member, or you can be a mentor for an existing member. But either way it goes, there should be mentors. So I'm going to take you through some quick slides. Pretty much going to be exactly what the slide says. I'm not going to differ too much away from it because they did such a good job. This is not my own slide. Again, this is from the Successful Club series, which helps to train our members in what each activity is that we take on. So it asks the question, what is a mentor? A mentor takes a personal interest and helps. And Thomas just explained that with his Boy Scout. That person took a personal interest in making sure that he was going to be acclimated into that club and know what he was responsible for. And I don't have a clicker, so I'll just have to wave my hand so someone can do it for me. Serve as a role model, a coach, or a confidant. We all need a role model, regardless of what field of work we're in. A lot of people have mentors right there in their department. It's given in the shape of a supervisor or a manager. Offers knowledge, insight, perspective, and wisdom. Who wouldn't want to learn something from someone who they admire and that can inspire them? I enjoy mentoring people. Each person that is coming to this club, I have to ask them to, hey, if you need help, contact me. Don't be left in the dark. Until we can get mentors assigned, I will take on the role of being every single person's mentor, because I want you to succeed in Toastmasters. And go out and tell others, and this be a great and successful group. And help someone become successful, which is what I just said. Easing the transition, learn the program, learn club standards and customs, develop confidence, participate more, and quickly learn speaking skills. All of these things, as you can see, will help you transition to the next level of success. If you don't know how the program works and you continue to not know, are you going to want to continue to come to it? It's okay to say no out loud. No, you're not. You're not going to want to be a part of something that you don't feel like you're a part of. It's kind of like going to church. If you go to church, you would want someone to smile, greet you appropriately, and ask you to come back. That would give me the warm feeling that they wanted me to be a part of that group. Whereas if I walked into the church and they just said, she's not supposed to be here, she's the wrong race. I'm just saying it, believe it or not, I've had experiences like that. I felt like, wow, I thought that it was okay to go wherever I wanted to go. I didn't know I had to be a certain religion or a certain race to enjoy the company of others. So make sure that you have mentors to learn the program, know what the standards and custom is, develop confidence. Sometimes a lot of the people who come in the sense to Toastmasters, they're scared, they're afraid. They don't even know how to approach someone to ask for the help. That's when you come in. Ask them. If I see Jade sitting, and I'm just picking on her because she is actually paying very close attention to me, if she was not, probably after the meeting I'd say, were you bored? Is there something, no, seriously, is there something we could do to assist you or help you? Because I want you to be attentive to what's going on so that you can learn. I'm not going to continue to let her not pay attention to what's going on. Participate more and quickly learn speaking skills. Developing specialty skills. More experienced members. So basically, I just said you could be a mentor for a new member or an experienced member. Further refine their skills. Learn new skills. The benefits to a mentor is to learn from their mentees. Remain productive. Do something for others. And receive recognition. I am an experienced Toastmaster. I've been in Toastmasters for quite some time. Does that mean that I am incapable of learning from someone else, even from a new member? Absolutely not. You may have a certain skill that I've been dying to get. Humor. When Sam came in, he gave us a really good humorous speech about the different people he had interviewed over a time period. By the way, I'm kind of funny, but I'm using that as an example. I may want to learn that skill. I want to learn how do you do such a really powerful business-related type PowerPoint and add humor into it. So even though I'm an experienced Toastmaster, I can still learn. I would maybe reach out to Sam and say, Sam, teach me how you do that. How do you keep people so engaged when you're speaking so that they don't become bored? Benefits to the club. How does the club benefit by this? We get more members. If you're happy with what you're doing, guess what? You're going to invite people, and before you know it, more people are going to come. More satisfied members. Higher member retention. How do we keep members? I think a part of that can be answered right now. Part of the reason why we're successful and we continue to grow is because each person is enjoying the experience that they're having. They're not leaving here and saying, oh my gosh, that's the most unorganized meeting I've ever been in. They're not leaving here and saying, I have not learned one thing since I entered the doors of Worldly Pastors Toastmasters. They're excited about it. So that's how we continue to grow. Mentors' qualities. I'm going to stop right there. I want you all to tell me, before we go through the quick ones, what are some qualities of a mentor? Daisy?
Is probably helping others and notice what others could improve and give some advice along the path.
Thank you, George. What do you think a good trait or quality would be of a mentor?
You want to definitely give constructive feedback and make sure you encourage people to participate.
Absolutely. Laura?
I think most to have good experience in life that can share gave some examples of real situations.
I think a mentor should be able to listen to the person and find out what
they're needing?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What I think as a mentor is someone with experience who can guide people and towards whatever their goals are.
Awesome.
More than having the experience, my view is that the mentor should be a very good example.
So lead by example.
Yes.
Sam?
Kind of what Thomas said earlier about his Scoutmaster, and that is help with the person based on their particular needs, that their style, not ask someone to be like you, take their natural God-given talents and magnify it.
Very good. And Ms. Angela?
I would probably say encourage people to get out of their shell and actually come up forward and do like a role. Because in the beginning I was like, oh no, I'm just going to be here to listen, but you're not going to learn anything if you don't get up there and do something.
Absolutely. And I purposely didn't pick on Thomas because he gave us the original example of what a mentor is. So we're going to go through this really quickly and determine how many of what you said matches what they consider is a good trait of a mentor. They're available, patient, sensitive, respectful, flexible, supportive, knowledgeable, confident, a good listener, concerned for others. Are there any of these that's on this list that you feel like is not a good quality of a mentor? I didn't think so. And you all added some additional ones that I thought was very helpful as well. We'll go to the next slide. So the mentoring steps. The first meeting, you should sit with the new member, orient the new member to the club customs and procedures, explain how to sign up, because some people don't even know. Recently, Umair sent an email out to every single person to say, hey, this is how I want you to sign up for Toastmasters International, because I was surprised to find out how many people had been a part of this group that had never signed on to the Toastmasters website. So they only knew just on a small level of what Toastmasters was really about. And of course, help with the icebreaker, which I think we've all done that, and George did a good job, so somebody helped him. If they didn't, you should be helping him. The next meeting, make the mentees aware of resources. So we just talked about that. Provide positive feedback, which I believe we all do in a very helpful way. And explain the responsibility. Explain the roles, explain the responsibilities, what's required of them. and help with their speeches and other assignments. The mentoring steps over time. So they gave you the beginning, in the middle, and then over time. Tell how you have benefited, invite the mentee to other events, acknowledge progress, explain officers' duties, and explain the speech contest. Describe the organization. Qualities of a mentee. So you can be a mentor or a mentee, and I'm wrapping it up. I'm running out of time, and it's really hard to do these in the time frame that they give you. Technically, they don't. Mentee should be eager to learn, receptive, open to new ideas, loyal, and grateful. And a finite relationship. It should not last forever. In conclusion, they should have experience that you can learn from and that you can benefit for, that not only is going to help benefit you, but that will help benefit the club as a whole. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling Worley Parsons Voice for Lack of Fun.
Sorry.
Okay, that's a good mentoring.
It's not the speech.
Okay, we'll go ahead and allow 2 minutes for evaluation.